every day that I am in court, I require $1,400.
You're a real person named Randall Crane. Oh, is he a sovereign citizen? I have very little patience for that. No attorney on this green earth is going to come in and make the frivolous argument. I asked you a question and I'm telling you to answer it. If you don't know your sovereign citizen arguments well enough to come up here and say them, have a seat right now.
All right, good morning. I'm Judge Chungan. We are here on People of the City of Taylor versus Randall Crane. Good morning. I see Mr. Crane up on screen. Sir, I believe you are muted. If you could unmute, please. There we go. Good morning, sir. Would you state your name, please?
My name is Randall Timothy Crane.
Good morning, Mr. Crane. And on behalf of defendant, today we have, please.
I'm James Kazicki. I'm the House Counsel. I spoke with Mr. Crane. Had a breakdown in communications. I don't believe I can go forward representing him. We do not, support the same theory of law.
Mr. Crane, sir, you do have the right to have a court-appointed attorney. Do you wish to have a court-appointed attorney, or are you going to represent yourself at this time? You could change your mind later on, but at this stage, sir, are you representing yourself?
Sir, me and the House Counsel do not agree on a bunch of things.
I understand that. My question is, all you're here for today is I'm going to actually give you the formal arraignment and conduct a pretrial. All I'm wondering, sir, is are you going to represent yourself at this limited proceeding? That's all, sir.
I would like to have a assistance.
Okay, all right, but at this time, we do not have other counsel. But what I am going to do is what we call an arraignment. All arraignment, sir, is just a formal reading of the charges that are lodged against you. That's all it is, and I explained that the rights that you have.
Well, I understand my rights.
Hold on just a minute, please. Hold on just a minute. I want to make sure I have the complete file. Mr. Kazicki, maybe you can offer a little assistance, sir. Okay, no, I've got it. So, for the record, Mr. Crane, you're here for an arraignment. As I explained, sir, arraignment is that initial stage of the criminal proceedings, or simply put, you're advised of the charges that are now formally lodged against you. Okay, sir. So in this matter, you are charged on the complaint of Taylor PD Officer Schillenberg, who states that on March 26th, while in the city of Taylor, that you obstructed the officer from performing his lawful duties, specifically with respect to the stop on where he claims he observed you operating electronic device. Now, a misdemeanor charge in the state of Michigan. It's a criminal offense. It subjects you potentially to be 0 days in jail up to 90 days. Fines could be 0 up to 500. You could be placed on probation also for a period of up to 2 years. Of course, you have the right to have an attorney to represent you. If you can't afford one, one could be appointed. Now, having heard that charge, how do you plead to the charge of obstructing the officer? All right, I'm going to note that the defendant stands mute. Has the same effect, sir, as you pleading not guilty. Now, sir, you are going to have I need you to write this down, please. You will have a pre-trial conference. So you're going to meet with an attorney here in the court. You write this date down, July 16th at 9 a.m. It's an in-person pre-trial conference. Furthermore, sir, we're going to mail a notice of that date to the address that's listed on your ticket. And at this time, I'm going to release you on a personal bond. You don't have to post cash. That's your word that you're going to come back on the July 16th date at 9 a.m. All right, sir. Now, I also want to inform you, we have a couple of other charges. They're called civil infractions. One has to do with no proof of insurance and no registration. Sir, these being civil infractions, they can't be sent to jail for these. They're simply not criminal offenses. All right. You'll be fined up to $100 on each of those, but you can't be sent to jail. Just for your information, they are accompanying charges. And lastly, again, you're on a personal bond. That's your word that you're going to come back on that July 16th date. Understood, sir?
No, I do not understand.
Pardon me, sir?
No, I do not understand.
Well, I'll explain it again. You come back on July 16th in court for a pre-trial conference. You meet with the attorney who will meet with the prosecutor. That's when they discuss the merits of the case. And right now, I've released you on a personal bond. You don't have to come to the courthouse and post any money. It's your word that you're coming back on that date. I've notified you here on the record of the court date, and further, you'll be mailed a notice.
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that part, but what I don't understand is I don't understand the jurisdiction that the court has over me.
Sir, you're going to be able to discuss that at a later date. This was just to advise you of the charges formally lodged.
Well, I would also like to advise the court that every day that I am in court, I require $1,400, and I will be charging the court $1,400 for my time.
Sir, you can do as you see fit on that count. I'm just apprising you of your court dates. And with that, you're free to leave the meeting, sir. Thank you.
All right, this is 2509380M, the People versus Randall Crane. We ready on Randall Crane? Mr. Crane's coming up. Hey, you, Mr. Kazicki?
No.
Mr. Crane, do you have counsel? Was that you, Mr. Barron?
Your Honor, Todd Barrett, I did speak with Mr. Crane prior to the court calling the case today. I think that at this time, Mr. Crane's probably best served proceeding is on his own. There are some constitutional arguments that he's raising that I don't think as a member of the bar I can.
Oh, is he a sovereign citizen?
He's making some sovereign arguments, yes.
Okay, I have very little patience for them. I will let you know that, sir. So, okay, tell me your name.
My name is Randall Crane. That's a living name, not a corporate fiction.
So you're a real person named Randall Crane.
I'm a real person. Okay.
Okay, no, listen to me. Sir, you're here today because you have some charges against you. All right.
I'm challenging the court's jurisdiction.
Okay, well, denied. Your motion's denied. I have jurisdiction to the Constitution of the state of Michigan. What's your next? I'm not arguing with you, sir. I have jurisdiction. So
You have to provide subject matter jurisdiction as well
Okay.
as personal jurisdiction to me before these can proceed.
okay, your motion's denied. I have jurisdiction under the Constitution of the state of Michigan. What else? What else?
You do not have jurisdiction over the natural.
I just said I did.
No, you don't.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So, sir, do you want to proceed on these cases and talk to the prosecutor? Don't look on your phone while you're talking to me. If you
My
don't
notes
know-
are on-
No, you listen to me. If you don't know your sovereign citizen arguments well enough to come up here and say them, I can tell you can't have I can tell you can't have a phone in here. I want you to listen to me. You're here today on misdemeanor charges. No talking. You're brought into court, you've already been arraigned, you have a charge of interfering with police officers in the, while they're doing official business. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. You also have a civil infraction for operating, using a mobile electronic device, first offense, while operating a motor vehicle, a charge of no proof of insurance. Those are both civil infractions. Civil infraction for no proof of or no registration in a motor vehicle. So those are the charges against you, sir. I'm going to tell you the rights that are actually real rights that you have in this court. You have a right to an attorney appointed at public expense if you are indigent. You also have a right to be released on bond. Now, it looks like you previously stood mute on these charges, so you're here today for a pretrial. You have a few options, sir, under the law of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Michigan, and statutory law and court rules in the state of Michigan. You can either retain your own attorney to proceed on this case, or you can have a pretrial with the prosecutor directly and try and work out an agreement, or we can set it for a jury trial, okay? Those are your options. You can get an attorney, use a court appointed attorney, but you understand that attorneys have an obligation to follow the law and not make frivolous arguments, which is what you want to make today. And if an attorney makes those arguments on your behalf, I could sanction them. So no attorney on this green earth is going to come in and make the frivolous arguments you're making on your behalf. Or you can speak to the prosecutor, or we can just set it for a jury trial. Out of those, I don't want to hear it. I want you to pick out of those four options what you want to do. Hire an attorney, speak with court appointed attorney, talk directly to the prosecutor to work towards a resolution, or set a jury trial. Pick.
Let me ask you a question.
No, I asked you a question and I'm telling you to answer it.
And I have the right to understand my rights and understanding.
Sir,
exactly
here,
what-
can you hand him this form? These are your constitutional rights I just read to you. Why don't you have a seat? You have a seat, read your rights, and I'll call your
Your
case
Honor,
back
I
up.
am asking for you.
Have a seat right now
What
and
was
read your
oath of
rights.
Office.
Have a seat.
Have a seat right now and read your rights, sir. If you
I
don't
read-
understand them, read them.
I move for this court to dismiss.
Have a seat.
Okay, next case. This is 251. Mr. Crane, did you have a chance to go over your constitutional rights that I provided to you?
Yes, I understand my constitutional rights.
Okay, thank you, sir. So at this time, I gave you four options.
I'm going to be requesting for an order of change of venue.
Denied. Anything else? There's no basis for that, sir. So I'm asking you, we'll just set it for a jury trial, okay?
I have to understand everything in regards to my case.
Sir, I gave you your constitutional rights so that you could review them. I also gave you the attorney,
I understand that,
court-appointed attorney to go over those rights with. So I gave you an opportunity to understand your rights. I'm not going to entertain, listen, I'm not entertaining your sovereign citizen arguments because they're unfounded and they're not legal. There's no legal basis for them. So I'm not doing it. So now I'm asking you, out of the four choices I gave you, which one would you like to do?
I am required to understand everything in regards to my case,
Okay.
including subject jurisdiction matters.
All right, well, you could do your
Personal
research. I'm setting this for a jury trial. We'll see you back for your jury trial on November 14th at 9:00 a.m. I really recommend you retain an attorney prior to that date, sir, because I know I'm going to tell you what you're not going to do, waste the citizens of Taylor's time with your nonsensical arguments. You're going to come in, you're going to try your case. Again, if you want to talk to House Counsel, you could do so. All
I'm
right,
not wasting the city of Taylor's time.
okay, good. We'll see you on your trial date. Have a good day.